evening from New York. I am Selwyn Collins, your host of CWS. The gentleman next to me is, and please feel free to correct me with the pronunciation here this evening, Babalawo. Babalawo.
Yeah, Babalorisha.
Orisha. Name is Olukunmi
Egbalade.
Ah, good. At least I got past that. Welcome to CWS, and thank you for joining us this evening.
You're welcome.
I just want to read a little bit that I got on you. It said he's a Babalawo priest.
Babalorisha.
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 Risha.
Got it. Babalorisha. An Egbe from Ibadan, Nigeria. Ibadan, Nigeria. He's an acknowledged master of the ancient and vast scripture and intricate rites that comprise the Yoruba traditional liturgy. For over 30 years, Baale Olukunmi has been representing his religion internationally in countries such as Ghana, Togo, Brazil, and various parts of the United States, and has plans to visit Guyana in the near future. His mission is the preservation of the Yoruba traditional religion. Baale is also an author. His books include Egbe, The Sacred Tie That Binds, Obi, The Word of God in a Kola nut and coconut, and Yemonja, Tranquil Seas, Turbulent Tide. Wow, these are impressive. You know, before we get into who you are and all of that, tell us a little bit about Egbe, The Sacred Tie That Binds.
Yeah.
How did you come to write that?
Okay. Egbe is the spirit counterpart from the heaven. And we in the tradition believe that we have the spirit counterpart from the heaven. Let me take an example like when you are coming from the heaven to the earth. We have your second. Let's say, for example, your second is like your shadow. Your second is like the placenta in your mother's womb. This is the one that will represent you when you are choosing your Uri, your destiny from Olodumare, and you are asking Olodumare what you want to be in the life. So there's a spirit that behind you that is recording it down, and that spirit is going to be with you all in your life. These spirits are called Egbe. We call it Egbe Orun, the society from the heaven. And this spirit, they are the groups. You know, they are the combination of the kids in the heaven. So when you get your own Ori, and you already in your mother's womb, so your placenta, this spirit turn to a placenta and be with you, recording what you came life to be. So when you were born, when you were born, they will separate the placenta. In Yoruba, in Africa, we bury the placenta like we bury, someone the dead person. That's how we bury, because we believe that after he came down, he has to go into the ground and go back to give reply back to Olodumare and his spirit that, okay, I already escort him down to the air and I have to go back. So he will now replace himself with his shadow.
So the placenta was accompanied by Olodumare?
Yeah.
And the placenta accompanies you for those 9 months?
Yes.
So after your mother gives birth to you,
yes,
the placenta is buried,
yes,
so it could go back,
yes, to the heaven.
To the heaven. Who is Olodumare?
Olodumare, Ọba Atẹniwíjọ́, Àdìgún ẹlẹ́wù iná, alágbádá ẹ̀tù, ẹnìkan tí fàdé ló pàlẹ́ kan ṣoṣo, arínúròde, olùmọ̀ràn ọkàn, ọba mi tí ilé ni, kó tó nani lẹ́gba. Olodumare is the maker of the mankind, is the structure of the heaven and the earth, is the one that the black believe that he is the owner of the world and is the owner of the heaven. He is the creator of the mankind. He can do and undo. When we are talking of Olodumare, Odutomari, the one that knows the future, the present, the future, the beginning, and the end.
What is the significance of Baale Yamajo of Ibadan? And what does your name Olukunmi Egbalade mean?
Okay.
There's two questions in one.
Yeah, Baale Yimaja is the head of the priest of Yimaja in Ibadan land. The title name given to the head of the priest is called Baale. In the olden days, no king in Yoruba land. We used Baale in the olden days. Baale is the one that the head of the community or city or a town. So when I'm saying Baale Yimaja, I'm the head of the community that worship Yimaja in Ibadan land.
So all rites, rituals go through you?
Through me. Even though if they want to do anything in the city, I have to be consulted. If the king in the city wants to do anything pertaining to tradition, I need to be consulted.
Let's talk a little bit about that, because blacks, our diaspora, has been dispersed for centuries through slavery and other forms of migration, but especially slavery. So we are all over the place, and some of us have forgotten our tradition, shy away from our traditions. Let's talk about the importance of that form of respect, that even the king will consult the Baale if he needs to do, he wants to do something that is traditional. Why is that so important?
You know, this been started from the beginning. Before you can become a king, we have to go to a divination and choose who's going to be a king. And there are so many initiations that is going on before you can become a king. So we believe that the Baale are the one that have been taking care of the gods. So that is why the kings need to be consulted, the Baale or any person that in charge at the head of the priest of the town or in that city.
What I'm hearing, and based on some of the knowledge I've picked up along the way, there is a synchronicity between the social and the spiritual in Black tradition, Yoruba tradition. This is almost a silly question because the answer is so evident, but I'll ask it anyway because of our listeners. Why is it so important? Why our ancestors made sure that there was this almost not any delineation between the social and the spiritual? Like that synchronicity was necessary. Why was that so important?
Okay, it's from the tradition that the social came out. Without tradition, no social. So it's from the tradition that the culture has, and the culture brings the social. So all these, the social, the culture, this has been practiced by our forefathers, and it's continuing existing. So they take some social out from the tradition, because the social that you are practicing today has been practiced by the gods.
Oh, so it passed down.
Right,
so
it's passed down. Before it's passed down. So it's what they left, is what we are using.
So the spiritual gives birth to the cultural, and the cultural gives birth to the social.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about you.
All right.
Let's go back into your early timeline. Take us back to when you were, let's say, a 9-year-old, and then take us to early teens, like 15. Tell us what life was like for you then.
It's a strange life because when I was 9 years old,
Mm-hmm.
I was initiated when I was 4, initiated to Ifa
At 4?
at 4 years. So when I was 7 years, my father took me to initiate to Yimaja. And during that time, I've been seeing my colleagues. They go to church, they go to mosque, and I always look at myself. Am I, because anytime they go to church, they go to what they call, they go to church, they go to mosque. When they come back, they will say, "Oh, you worshiping idols?
Mm.
It's better you join us." So that make me, feel somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But my father, keep me awake and said, "Don't worry, you are following the true road."
Mm-hmm.
So, and when I was even 9 years or 15 years, I think when I was about 12 years, because I grew up in the village,
Uh-huh.
so I'm a farmer. So I grew up in the village. I'm a farmer and I'm a hunter.
A hunter as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I grew up in the village, and you know, the Christianity, the Christian association, they come to our village. They bring the film, those film in the
Yes.
olden days I will show with the white cloth. And
Yeah.
you will be seeing how Jesus is doing the magic. So I will be going into the house and look myself and say, okay, I will turn this water to a wine,
Mm-hmm.
like Jesus did.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing happened. It's just a play. So, but later, my fathers want me to continue my education.
Yes.
And my education, I'm very, brilliant, go to school, and I make my result at the secondary school. We call it secondary school.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
In primary school, in the secondary school, which is you call elementary school, and so that. So, and I was passed out. But one thing that I love most is that my father used to take me to different towns
Mm-hmm.
that are able to learn and see some elders, sitting down with elders, give me the stories. So all these make my mind come one and say, I'm going to follow this tradition until the end of my life. So all like some story that maybe that I can say today, even though some people that are older than me, like 70 years, may not know what I'm talking about.
Wow.
So because I learned that, I went to different towns, stay with them, learn, teach me the divination system, teach me some herbs, how you can cure yourself when you have the malaria, when you have stomach pain, all kind of thing. And the black, we used to have what we call the memory medicine.
Memory medicine.
Yeah, my father was about 120 years, and the memory is there until he died, the teeth complete. So
Wow.
it was okay. So even though in my community, if some people are asking about history of what happened in maybe they are doing a dispute over the land, they will say, let's call Olukunmi to come. He will explain to us, because all that thing, the history that have been telling me, that I digest still in my brain till today. So I like from when I was 7 to 15 is very good.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Although you will be texted.
Yes.
Like people want, but I thank God today.
Mm-hmm.
Because in my town, in my city, Ibadan is the largest city in Africa.
Really?
Yeah, it's the largest city in Africa.
Your father, this man,
Mm-hmm.
this obviously very wise man,
Yes.
who not only got you initiated in the Ifa at 4 and then the Imajati at 7,
Yeah.
but he insisted that you were on the right path,
Yes.
and then took you to these villages, which really helped to accelerate and deepen your knowledge and understanding of your tradition and of the way.
Right.
Tell us just a little bit about this man, your father. Was he a strict disciplinarian? Was he like? What comes to mind when you think of him?
He's a disciplinarian man. If I say so, he's a disciplinarian man. You know, we wake up by 5 o'clock in the morning. And when we wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, we will go for farming until 7 o'clock. After we come back, cut the grass, do that, plant some things. After we come back, then I have to help, my mother by grinding the black eyed peas to make the beans cake. And I will carry it, take it to the other village to sell.
Wow.
So, and I have to come back before 8:30 when the school will open.
So let me ask you this. You've been there during that period.
Right.
Today you have a telescopic vision into the past. You see how young people are today.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking? That they really have it good today compared to what?
No. But the young guy are looking for today is money. And that's why they are die young.
Die young?
Yeah, because they're always looking for the money. If the money is under the cable, they will pick it. And that's what is running the young people today. Some young people don't want to work. They don't want to go to school. They always, this problem came from their fathers. Because when you have a parent and your parents are not living are not staying at the home, they don't know when your child is, is sleeping and is wake up in the morning. So what do we expect the child to do? We have young people in the university who are in the cult, who are doing robbery, all kind of things. Because, like I'm saying now, my father, I'm not the only one. I have some colleagues that, their fathers, as they are rich in my city. In the olden days, and their father took them to the village to be living in the village so that they can learn. They will tell you, don't look into my own money. Go and fight for your own money and work how you will survive.
So they taught you values
right
from childhood.
Right. Okay, take note. You will say a child of 10 years or 11 years today, their father will give them a car to be driving. No, my father has a car. I never touch it. Even until he died, until I will get old, the age of 30, 35, I never touch his car. He won't allow you to touch his car. He said you have to work and find your own money so that you're able to buy your own car. And when you say can you believe that if I came back to the house and I hung up my pants and my cloth, my father will go there in the middle of the night to see how much I have in the pocket. If that money is above to what you're supposed to have, then you are in problem. Where do you get that money from?
Wow.
And I remember that, when I start my first job, and they pay me the money in a month, you have to take that money to your father for the blessing. That money is not yours. That money belongs to all the family. They will share it among themselves for the blessing that, okay, you're going to survive. This is the money that I have to share for the blessing, for the prayer for you. So, but now, young today, all what they say is, okay, I'm traveling out. I'm going from one country I want to travel to out of the country. Now, you are young in Nigeria and you are traveling to US. What do you came here to do? What discipline do you have? When you are traveling from Mali and you say, I'm coming to I'm coming to United States. What do you came here to do? And they don't get the learning from their parents, and that's what is killing the young people of nowadays. Let me give you a sample. You can't. When I was young, I can't go out with another ladies around. No, I would be beaten up.
Wait. You cannot go out with what?
No, like I have a lady friends, a female friend. I say, oh, it's my girlfriend.
You couldn't?
No, where's your girlfriend? Who is your girlfriend? Your father will choose for you. And even though if they know that, even though you say, okay, this is you like this my girlfriend, your parents we do the information to find out the type of the family that you want to marry. Are they the people with the blood pressure? Are they the people with all kind of disease in the body? Did they live longer in their life, in their family? Those are the things that they will do the research about before they can accept, okay, you go. And you know, when I was young, I can tell you, we have so many virgin women, female around in our area, in our village. Can you believe you are about 15 or 17 and your mother we call is younger and take him to inside and touch his penis and say maybe it's something that he has been having the fun with the man.
Mm-hmm.
So this is give a respect to the marriage. How many the young guy are waiting to do the marriage? How many the young woman are waiting to do the marriage before they have the children? When they have the children of no fathers. They won't have no fathers, no clothes, no food to give to the children.
So you think, well, it's safe to say.
If you know you can't take care of the children, what do you born them? If you know you can't give your children a good training, why do you born them? These are the tradition from the black.
It's our tradition.
That is tradition.
You know, I hear the word Ifa so often.
Yeah.
What is Ifa?
Okay. Ifa is the words that comes from the mouth of Olodumare.
Ah.
The words that we are talking about, this word that we are speaking about, is what we call Ifa. The deity name of Ifa is Orunmila.
Orunmila.
Yeah. Which is only the heaven know who is going to survive. That's the meaning of Orunmila.
Orunmila. Only the heaven knows who is going to survive.
And he is the father of the wisdom. So the words that come from Orunmila is what we call Ifa.
Ah. This is why they traditionally always say, be careful what you speak. Think before you speak.
All right.
A still tongue keepeth a wise head.
So when we are talking of Orunmila, Orunmila is among the deities that came from the heaven to the earth. After Obatala, the creator of the earth, mold the earth, then is the duty of the Orunmila to pass the wisdom to the person. So he's the one that knows everything, the experience that Olodumare gave the experience to. You know, some Muslims say it's Satiyu. They call Satiyu in Quranic. That the young man that have that wisdom, that experience from the young age. So he's the one that Olodumare give the power to, that do the divinations of the mankind that came from the heaven to the earth, to know their destiny from the heaven, pass the wisdom into their head. That's what we call Orunmila.
Orunmila. Mhm.
So he's the messenger of Olodumare, the messenger of God. He's a messenger that Olodumare sent from one place to another to see the settlement, the settlement to the people, the settlement to the town, the settlement to the city, and the settlement to the world.
Is Orunmila worshipped in the Yoruba tradition? No.
Orunmila worship in Yoruba land. I can say Orunmila is worship all over the world. Orunmila worship in Yoruba land.
In Yoruba land.
Yeah, and it's worship in all over the world. Because we believe he's the father of the wisdom. We believe he's the one that will give us the strong information about our life. We believe that when we have the problem, he's the one that we consult to, and we are able to settle the problem that we are having. He's the guardians of day to day of our life and the activities. So, like we want to, we want to choose a king. We consult Orunmila to nominate the king for us. You can have 5 names, and out of 5 names, Orunmila can only, when we do divination, he can only pick one out of the 5.
And it happens.
And it happens. So you want to get you want to get married, or you want to have married to a woman, a woman. We consult Orunmila and say, is it the beginning and the end? Are they going to be good? Are they going to survive? That's how we know, okay, this is good. We can say Orunmila is like our doctor. He's the doctor, he's a judge, he's a lawyer.
Why do some religions though, be it whatever outside of Yoruba, say that this is not good, that you're worshiping idols? Why is that so?
Let's take back to the slavery time. We have our own gods before the white men came. When the white men came, they trick us with glass cup. They trick us with umbrella. They trick us with shoes. And that's how they get inside of us. So when they get inside of us, our fathers relax, because they believe, since they see the people, we are the same, they open mind to them until they collect all our spiritual strong that we are using for our body. Like we take them to all the deities that we have. We have some deity, that the fire come out from his mouth. So they, like Shango, they will trick us. Okay, how do you do this? How this is coming out? We made iron by ourselves. We make the gun by ourselves. How do you make this? So they learn all this. After their learning, they become our boss. Before they become our boss, they said, okay, we want to be teaching you how to write and read. So they open they open a church, like a small church. And that small church, they didn't even call it a church. They call it like the way, okay, you will come, we will do meeting, we all do this, that, and that. And that's what they've been doing. After they've been doing it, then the introduction of the Christianity came. They said, okay, we like your tradition you have. We like the deity you have. But this is our own deity too. And this is the deity that gives us the glass cup. This is the deity that we worship, that gave us the umbrella. So many strange products that gave us. So we see some of our fathers that have been joined there. So now they've been collecting, asking them how they do the fire product, how they do, and they're writing it down. They take these so many powers, they take it away. But now when our forefathers understand what is happening, the white open what they call Sunday school.